So we doing the homie Skyzoo, a Dream Deferred, new album. Go cop it on iTunes. I'm gonna start off by saying when I seen this motherfucker at the A3C though, he did his thing, and he did his Jansport straps. Yeah, Jansport strings. He performed that at the A3C, and he brought out Chi Ali on the remix, and I was like, holy shit. For me, this album was another great album by Skyzoo, but it's like he's consistent. He's a consistent artist, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what else he can do to make himself better, because lyrically is on point, production is on point, but he's just consistent, man. And I just have him like in his pocket, where it's like he's never gonna push the envelope for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is what he is, and that's it. But I'm cool with that, because he does his lane very well. And beginning to end, if you like a New York type flow, you're gonna love Skyzoo. Pockets Full, man, with Freeway, that shit jumped out at me.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, because Jansport Strings was dope. And then when it went with Free, I'm like, whoa, who's this?
I know.
This Freeway?
It doesn't sound like Freeway.
Yeah, not at first.
Nasty.
Yeah. I did not expect that, and I had to rewind that bitch. I'm like, oh my god,
That
nigga.
line though, that bass line in that track is what I like, man. That's the one that just drew me in. The way that shit just kind of dropped. So yeah, Pockets Full was definitely dope. Definitely dope ass track. First one that I started to fuck with on it.
Dope album. I love it. Pockets on Full, Jansport Strings. Those are probably like my two favorite. But shit, yeah, man. Beginning to end, man, I fuck with Skyzoo. The album is consistent. God damn, that's the best word I can give to it, because, like I said, Skyzoo, man, he is what he is, and to me, I don't know if he's ever gonna be able to do more or be more. Like, I wouldn't change anything about it. I felt like it was a very, 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 very good album. Great album to me. I fucks with it. It's definitely in the rotation now. But, you know, I have no complaints. I honestly would not change anything on this album for me. I really wouldn't.
But yeah, I love this album, man. This was a great project by Skyzoo. Shout out to llmind with the instrumentation on pretty much a good 85% of production. You know, the horns, piano stuff, that was all llmind right there on those joints. Yeah, that was all llmind. I got a lot of little standout tracks. Range Rover Rhythm, Pockets Full, Spike Lee Is My Hero with him and Tali was just going back and forth spitting bars. You know, I'm a huge Spike Lee fan, so I was like, okay, that's a cool little OD to Spike Lee. What else? Shout out to Tall Black Guy too, man. Them last two joints, the last two tracks on there was the Spike Lee Is My Hero and
Closing track?
Yeah, the closing track.
Cost of Sleep.
Yeah, Cost of Sleep. Oh my goodness.
Is that the track that you said before we interviewed him that time that he was playing in Stankonia?
No.
That's not the track?
Them ain't the tracks.
I remember you said something about
them ain't the tracks.
Okay.
I know. Them ain't the tracks though.
But I thought the Cost of Sleep was a good track to end the album.
Yeah, it was good, man. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Another joint. It was another joint I liked a lot. Oh yeah, Steele's Apartment. I love that joint. Black Milk never disappoints with the production, man. I wish he would do more tracks with Black Milk. Actually, for me, I would like for them to do like a little EP or LP together, something like that. But overall, man, I love the project. I mean, the Jill Scott, R&B. This is another prime example of having a good R&B feature with Jill Scott and Raheem DeVoe. They did a Devon. Oh,
Raheem DeVoe.
Even Myke.
Even Myke. I know who Raheem DeVoe is.
I thought you didn't like neo soul.
I mean, I don't, but I know who he is.
He saw a lot of hip hop shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Raheem DeVoe.
Raheem DeVine. Yeah, the Raheem DeVine and the Jill Scott joints. Man, anyway, the nigga that was singing.
Anyway, the nigga that was singing.
The nigga that was singing, man. Drew Duran, man. That joint was nice. I liked it. Jill Scott. I like how llmind sampled her voice on the, like, if you got to like the second or third verse, how he was sampling her melody over the vocals. So I thought that was dope. Overall, I love the project. I like it.
I kind of wanted a little bit more from Jill Scott. I don't think she was too.
She wasn't too extra though.
No, she wasn't too extra. But I don't know, man. When I saw her name on it, I thought that I don't know what I spent, but I thought there was
chicken and biscuits to a Scott.
Yeah, man.
No,
That's what.
no. See, she didn't go too overboard like Mary J did on Nas.
She didn't. I think she did her thing on the track and she fit the track. But when I saw the name, I thought I was gonna go back to like that debut album that when she dropped it, I was just singing her ass off. But you know, she did what she needed to do to the track. I just want a little bit more from just me, just a little personal.
She just be on a hook.
Yeah, right. I think that's just a hook. This is a Skyzoo album, man.
I'm saying,
Jill Scott featuring Skyzoo.
I wanted, nah, man. I wanted that soul, man.
Go get a Jill Scott album.
Right.
I mean, I have the Jill Scott album.
Go listen to it.
Shit, I listen to him when I feel like listening. But yeah, man, I agree with everybody, man. It's definitely a dope project. I particularly like the second half of the album a little bit more than the first. But there were definitely some, not saying that the first few songs on the album were bad at all. They were great songs. But for me, it's like when it hit the knowing, and it seems like it just kind of meshed really, really well together from the production to the songs. Because I think at that point, that's when he, had that little skit about talking to the chick and everything like that. Then it went to Raheem Devon. But yeah, man, overall, yeah, definitely a good project from Skyzoo, man. I'm with everybody, as I already mentioned, Pockets Full was definitely one of the best songs on there that I personally like. The Rage of Romello, I fucked with that one too. That was a good one. So yeah, he definitely had some good songs on here. But overall, yeah, I definitely think it was a good project.
Yeah, I like this album. I kind of disagree with you a little bit. I think he did take some steps with this album. This album was definitely less boom bap-ish than his other albums I've heard. Like, it sounds like he was getting production that was a little bit bigger. They weren't just like, typical 90s beats. Like, a lot of the production on this album I thought was really good, but I do agree with you 100,000% with Skyzoo himself. Like, he's consistent. It's like when you're a good ass rapper, it takes a lot to make somebody remember a project differently than they remember any other project, because it's just like you expect Skyzoo to spit, and he always spits, but it's just like he doesn't always spit differently. So the only thing that I can look at this album and say that's different was the production. I thought the production was a lot different than his other albums.
He had a lot more instrumentation. I don't know what he was going with that instrumentation, but he was going somewhere else. Yeah, that's what it was.
A lot more detail than what you're used to Skyzoo going over. I'm used to hearing Skyzoo over like a premiere type of beat, but this time he was going over different stuff, and I thought that was cool. Yeah, and then when it went into Realization, I didn't really care for that beat either. It wasn't Skyzoo, because Skyzoo was always Skyzoo. You're always gonna pull lyrics from him that you like, and his flow was always nice, but it was just those two beats. I think he should have threw back and said, I don't want these. Because then right after that, it got into Rage and Romello, and it went right back to, okay, now now we're back to where we need to be. But overall, man, I thought it was a good album. I thought it was a real good album. Definitely, I would definitely recommend this to somebody that likes that kind of boom bap stuff. But I could also recommend to someone that is into more mainstream stuff, because he's like I don't know, he's not mainstream rapper, but he's like a mainstream boom bap rapper. It's weird.
You can hear some of those tracks on the radio.
Yeah,
I can picture some. I can picture like 3 of them that can get some good radio spin.
But not like in a bad way. Not like a sold out type of way, but more in a like a you're expanding your horizons type of way. And I think that's where I disagree with you a little bit. Cause I'm just not used to Skyzoo doing that. I'm used to putting a Skyzoo album on and being like, all right, lyrics. This time I'm like, okay, we got lyrics, we got a little bit of content, and we got some nice production. So that was a good project, man.
Oh man, all right, so beginning to end, love this project. I just love it. If you want a New York cat, like I was saying, man, Skyzoo's that dude right now. I'm not even in front. Like, if you want to hear a New York rapper rapping over some dope ass production, cop a Dream Deferred, man, because that shit definitely bumps in the whip, yo.
But yes, love the project. Loved it from beginning. I didn't really have no skippable tracks really on this joint. I love the features, the production. Like I said, llmind on the instrumentation. Shout out thanks for dropping that JJ versus Theo mixtape a month before. That shit was great, conceptual mixtape. Loved it. Just thought I shot that out. But overall, man, I love it. I purchased this project, support it. Looking forward to what you're gonna do. Oh yeah, looking forward to that Barrel Brothers in 2013 with him and Torre. Looking forward to that joint next year. So
Yeah, they announced that already too.
yeah, so looking forward to him doing that joint together. I don't know if it's an EP or an album. He didn't say. He just said Barrel Brothers. Okay, so anyway, keep doing your thing, Sky.
But yeah, man, Skyzoo, you know, today has never disappointed when he put out a project. You know, he's definitely consistent. You know, he'll definitely give you, you know, your money's worth when you purchase the project. So, yeah, I definitely think this was a dope project. So definitely go support it and pick it up, man. And if you haven't heard The Great Debaters, go check that out and check out the Theo versus JJ too. Both of them are just equally as good. So, yeah, I fuck with it, man. Scoot up.
Yeah, good album. I like that he took a chance, and I think this is a good way of making your sound more appealing to different people, you know, by choosing these kind of beats but without going overboard with it, you know, a la Slaughterhouse or something like that. He did a good job of saying, you know, okay, I don't want to isolate people by making my album too boom bap, so therefore I want to expand a little bit and let me get these more accessible beats. He did a good job with that. So yeah, overall it was a good album. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Scoop it up.
I knew you was about to say that.